All right, hello everyone, and welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. We are here with the Archbishop Williams boys basketball team, the 2023 state champions. I'm Kathleen Conley, aka KC, with Justin Ferreira, aka the Sports Master, and we have Caleb Tremblay. Still have to come up with a nickname for you. And Sean Sylvia, he is currently moving out of his college dorm for the summer. He goes to URI. All right, so you guys want to introduce yourselves, like what position you played?
Hi, I'm Tristan Rodriguez. I play point guard and shooting guard for Archbishop Williams.
I'm Josh Campbell. I played small forward and forward for Archbishop Williams.
I'm Lorenzo Jackson. I played center and power forward for Archbishop Williams.
And I'm Brian Holden, the head boys basketball coach at Archbishop Williams.
Oh, and I also forgot to mention Josh Campbell here is our 2023 40 Sports Talk Player of the Year for this year. All right, so Justin, do you want to go into your question?
Sure. Josh, what does winning your award mean to you?
It means a lot, yeah.
Make sure you come close to the mic.
It means a lot that I won the award after all the hard work I put in this year and the dedication I put into my game, and it means a lot, and thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, I've actually got a question. This is for all four of you. How did hard work and practice translate to wins?
Definitely when we would in practice, everybody would be locked in and ready to go, so we knew we would just go game by game, and all the hard work really showed.
Yeah, I think the hours we put into practice made us really close as a team, and the team camaraderie was really good, which helped us in games when we were in tough moments. We didn't turn on each other, and we worked together, and we overcame it.
We worked really hard in practice. We had a lot of game-like situations, I'd feel like. So when it came down to crunch time, we'd be more prepared, I would say. And our conditioning was also pretty good, just getting up and down the court.
Yeah, I think the practice times were, different than years past in the fact that we had such a deep team this year. So the competition in practice was fantastic, which helped us. I think there were times that maybe we talk about it that make practice harder than games, and when that happens and you have that skill level and that talent in practice, it's just going to help you out, and that's what happened sometimes this year.
All right, so you guys finished undefeated this season, correct?
No, we actually ended up 19-1. We lost our last game to a very good Mansfield team.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask, what did it take for all of you to have the best record for the season?
I'd say definitely all staying together throughout the whole season. We were all came as one, and it just got better and better each game.
Yeah, I'd say learning from our mistakes and being really close as a team and being all really good friends, because we went down a lot this season. We were down at 1.16 and we still ended up winning. So it takes a lot to be down that much and to still have the mindset to win the game and to not get down on yourselves and give up even when there's not much time left. We went down a lot, and it took a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, we all had we had one goal, and we wanted to accomplish it, and we knew we just had to put it through hard work. We hung out a lot outside of practices and games, so we just all knew each other, and I think it just helped us a lot.
Yeah, they've already mentioned it. I think the camaraderie that these guys had right from the very beginning, was a huge key to our success this year. And, they also mentioned the same thing. I mean, to go 24-1, to go 19-1 in the regular season is a huge credit to these guys. I didn't think, to win a state championship, one, that's incredible. To be 24-1, we had games where we were down 13 at St. Mary's, down 15 against Oakmont, down 17 against Burke. And the resiliency that these guys showed throughout the course of the year was just fantastic.
And this was your first state championship for the program, right?
Yeah, that's correct. The first state championship for boys basketball in the history of the school.
And what did it mean for you guys to win that first championship?
It meant a lot, after putting in all the hard work and all the time that we did in practice, and after all, like, figuring everything out, like, during the season, it just, like, felt really good for the hard work to pay off.
Yeah, it meant a lot to me, especially to be able to know that I'm always going to be a part of the school I graduated from, and I think that's really cool. Even when I grow up and I'm older, I'll always know that I'm going to be a part of the history at that school, so it really means a lot.
It really means a lot, especially for me. Archie's has been like really kind to me and my family because my school shut down, and they accepted me with open arms, and just being able to give back, state championship feels really good.
I think it's an incredible feat that these guys had. I mean, you're looking at 3 guys that all transferred in to Archie's for a reason. Not just sports, not just basketball, but academics as well. And what they did was something special. But also, being an alum and someone that played there and someone that works there, to get the first one is something that we're always going to remember.
Yeah, and my next question for you guys is, when did you guys start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball in 2nd grade, and ever since I started playing, I just loved it.
I started playing basketball in 3rd grade, and I played for my town team, and I was playing football at the time, but after I started playing basketball, I knew I was probably going to stop playing football and just play basketball all year round.
I started like dibbling and dabbling in basketball 1st grade at the YMCA. There was like a league that went on there. Then I was also playing football, so I didn't know which one I wanted to choose. But I really started playing 2nd grade, and it's just been basketball and football my whole life.
And what about you, Coach? Did you play basketball?
I did play. I started playing probably around 4 years old when my father was a high school coach, and as soon as I was walking, I was probably at the court with him during practices. So it's been a long journey with basketball. It's brought me a lot of good places.
Yeah. Did he inspire you to become a coach after you stopped playing?
Yeah, throughout my playing career, it's something that I did want to do, and I coached in college for a little bit, and then I was lucky enough to get the job at Archie's, after that. So yeah, it's something that I had aspired to do for a long time.
I also actually have a question. How have the 3 of you players grown as a player over the past 4 years in high school?
It's honestly just made me such I feel like a better person, because it just keeps you busy. You always can do you can always just go to the court, go play basketball. It just became a part of me over the last 4 years.
Yeah, basketball especially has really become a big part of my life these last 4 years, and just putting every day into something, it keeps you on the right track, and you know what you want to do for the next 4 years of your life. And switching to Archie's and being under Coach Holden has made me a better player, definitely. It's improved all of my skills, and it really helped me as a player and as a person.
I'd say I'd probably steadily increased over my 4 years. Basketball wasn't at first my first sport option, but around sophomore year, once I transferred into Archie's, I knew this is the sport I want to go play. I continued playing football, but there's always something about basketball. It kept bringing me back. I think it's also made me a better person because, you focus. Once you're in basketball season, it's just school and basketball, and you're with these guys pretty much every day except Saturdays. And so I think, it made me a better person.
All right. I also have a question for the 3 players as well. Do any of you have plans to play college basketball?
Yeah, I 100% have plans. I want to play in college. That's the main goal. I think it would be really cool to keep going after high school and just meet more people and stuff like that. It would be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing next year at Bridgewater State, and I'm excited to start another 4 years of my life playing basketball. I'm actually really excited to meet new players, new coaches, make new friends. I think it's going to be really fun.
I'm going to be attending UMass Dartmouth. I'm going to be trying out for their basketball team. Work real hard. Hopefully I get on the team. And I also, like Josh and T-Rod said, I want to meet new people, new coaches, play new competition. And I think that'd be really good.
Justin, you have more questions?
Yes. Josh, what do you think is the best part of winning your award?
I think it's just to be noticed for all of my hard work. You know, you put in all that hard work in the season, not knowing that you're going to get an award at the end, not knowing that you're going to win a state championship. It's awesome to win it and look back on it, but it's really hard in the moment to get up out of bed, go outside, put the work in if you don't know that it's going to pay off. So it really means a lot to have it pay off.
You got another question too?
Yeah. What do you think it takes to become an award winner?
I think it takes a lot of focus and determination to, like I said, get out of bed, and you have to be consistent to win an award. You can't just have one really good game and win an award. You have to have multiple good games, and for that it takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of hard work and patience. And it takes a lot to knock it down on yourself. If you do have a bad game, it's not over just because you had a bad game. So you have to go back into the gym and do some more hard work.
All right, so we have about like 48 seconds left before we take our first break. So if you want to call in, like ask our guests questions about their season, call in at 508-222-1320. That is 508-222-1320. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel, all one word, 4deepsportstalk.com. We are talking with the Archbishop Williams boys basketball team, the 2023 state champions, with Josh Campbell, our 4 Deep Sports Talk 2023 Player of the Year for this year. And again, the phone number is 508-222-1320. That is 508-222-1320. We will be right back right after these messages. Hey everyone, and welcome back to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. And Tron Peoples is in the house. Hey.
What up, what up?
Hey, so we are continuing highlighting the 2023 state champion Archbishop Williams boys basketball team with the Oh, oh, you got. All right. All right, with Josh Campbell, our 2023 4 Deep Sports Talk Player of the Year. And
We got a
oh,
call.
wow, we got a call. All right. Hello, caller. You are first to appear on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, do you have any questions for our guests?
Yes, I wanted to know what song did you guys listen for in your practices, and what did you listen to when you were getting ready? What pumped you guys up?
The song that had to pump us up the most, I'd probably say Deuce.
Oh, douche.
Yeah, Deuce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had some pretty good songs we'd listen to before the games. Deuce was one of them. I mean, we came out to Boys a Liar on senior night. That was a pretty good one in the locker room.
Yeah, I wasn't one of the ones that made the playlist, so yeah, I definitely wasn't on the hype train of the Boys a Liar. I was not a fan of that. So
You secretly loved it.
And everything was clean. So
yeah, everything was clean.
everything
but
was clean.
Yeah, there was a lot of good songs in that playlist, but yeah, I wasn't really a part of making them.
What when you guys played together and you were down a couple of points here there, how did you guys rally yourself up as a team?
Honestly, just everybody coming together. Like, we all liked each other. We were all like got together very good. Like, we'd hang out a lot. Like, everything just came like together because we were together.
Yeah, we hung out tons, and it was really easy to become friends with these people on the team. Like, it was my first year last year, not this year, and I instantly clicked with everybody on the team, and it wasn't like I didn't have any trouble with anybody. No one argued, really. If they did, it was usually just jokes or being competitive. But, yeah, we were all really close, which helped us in a lot of situations in game.
Yeah, I feel like just the amount of times we hung out with each other after practice, whether it just be to go get food or just go watch like an NBA game or something like that, like it would just be nice. Oh, especially during March Madness, we watched a lot of basketball together. Just got to know each other more, and also like I've been on the team 3 years, and I think what was it, Coach? Maybe like 5 or 6 other guys.
Yep.
So around like 5 or 6 other guys have
Yep.
also been on the team for a while. So just like welcoming in Dre, Josh, and Tristan, like it was really easy for us because we're all in the same grade.
Thank you.
And thank you for the call. Oh, do you have any more questions?
No,
All right. Hey, thank you for the call.
thank you.
All right, so we got any more thoughts? Oh, and please call in. Oh, we got another call.
Pop these dudes, man.
Hello, caller. You are second to appear on 40 Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
Cheryl?
Hi, Cheryl. Do you have any questions for our guest?
I wanted to know for each person and the coach, what was their favorite moment in a game during the season?
My favorite moment was probably the semifinals against Cardinal Spellman, a really good team, when Lorenzo had hit the three-point shot to bring us to the state championship.
My favorite moment was definitely the same as Tristan's, especially because I was right under the hoop when the shot went in, and I knew it was going in before I saw it go in because I was right there. That was my favorite moment, except for when we stormed Lorenzo and almost hurt him. That was kind of that wasn't the best, but yeah. Other than that, that was definitely my favorite moment.
Yeah, I probably have to go with these guys. Yeah, my favorite moment was definitely that shot versus Cardinal Spellman. That was a great game, great team. But the thing I loved about the shot was that those are my only 3 points of the game. So when I hit the I was like kind of cold when I shot it, but I went in and state champs.
Do you have any more questions for our guests?
Did the coach have a favorite moment?
Did you have a favorite moment, Coach?
Oh, I mean, I can't even pinpoint one. I could spend the whole next 35 minutes talking about this team and the moments. Andre makes a offensive rebound at St. Mary's after a comeback and dishes it to Josh for a last-second win. We are down against Burke by 17. We come back and beat them in double overtime. That's a game Josh has 50. Tristan goes berserk against Boston Latin Academy and has 8 threes and 34 points. And I mean, then you get into the tournament and you're down against Oakmont, and they come back and they just showed so much grit and fire and toughness to win, the quarterfinal game. Then of course we have to beat Spelman. Well, let's go back to the first game we beat Spelman. We beat them by 30, and on their court, and that's our arch rival. We got a lot of respect for that for Coach Perry and that program. And then we have to beat them a third time to get to the state final. And Spelman makes a great comeback. And we make the plays at the end that mattered. And obviously Juju's pass to Lorenzo to make that shot at the buzzer was fantastic. And then obviously, I mean, for me, the best feeling was winning the state championship, against another rival, St. Mary's, who was the defending state champs. Just an overall fantastic year.
Wow.
All right. Do you have any more questions?
Told you I could keep
No,
going.
thank you. That was great.
And thank you for calling in.
Nice. That's good. Wow, that's crazy. I got some questions. I know I
Love
got
it.
some questions.
Love it.
I just heard 50. That's
50.
all I heard. 50
50.
points. 50. Josh Campbell. Josh. 50.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know that when you won the award. 50? Man, I just want to know 50 points. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. Did you feel like Kobe? Did you feel like Michael? Did you feel like LeBron? Did you feel like somebody?
I felt special. Yeah.
Man, shit. Excuse my. Ooh, Lord. Sorry about that. For these one topic. Hey, my goodness, man. 50 points?
Yeah.
When did you get in the zone? Because you had to be in something.
Oh, me and Tristan that game. Tristan had 28 that game, and I had 50. So we combined for 78.
Yep.
And
Wow.
I think, Tristan, you had 20 in the first half, and I had 14.
So did you leave any for Lorenzo?
He cleaned up the glass.
I struggled a little bit the
Yeah?
first half of that game.
Yeah, so I know, man, plenty of times if you're an athlete, man, sometimes you get in that zone.
Mm-hmm.
Were you in the zone?
I think, yeah, by overtime, we had 2 overtimes that game. By overtime, I was in the zone. I think I had 22 in the overtime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
22 in the overtime.
And we had 2 overtimes.
Yeah.
So in 8 minutes.
I was going to say, what is
22.
it, 5 or 8?
It's
Okay.
4 minutes per overtime.
4 minutes?
So 8 minutes, I had 22.
20. So, man, you.
And I had 0 threes that game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Zero?
That was all 2s.
So you was going to the rack.
Yeah.
You was putting the ball in the basket. So, I mean, I know I was in a zone in baseball once before. It seemed like I couldn't throw balls. I was just doing strike, and nobody could hit it. And I'm like, man, well, it's just, how did you feel, man?
I felt like if I was going to the hoop, it was going in. If it didn't go in, I was getting the rebound, and it was going in.
And it seemed like, did it seem like everybody was like moving slower than you?
It felt like they were getting out of my way. It felt like they didn't want to
just take the basket.
Yeah.
Just take the basket. And what was you all feeling when he was in that moment? Lorenzo?
I knew he was in his zone, like probably the third quarter. I knew we were probably it was gonna be a good game down the stretch, and I was like, let me just give this guy the ball, get the rebound, look up. It was either Chirag or Tristan or Josh that was up there. I just kick it up to them, get an offensive rebound, look, up fake, pass right to them. And it was just both of them were having an insane game.
They just couldn't miss, huh?
They couldn't miss.
Tristan.
I thought I was in the zone, but this kid was something else.
Yeah, you was in one too, though, right? 28 points. That's not light.
Yeah,
that's not light, man.
No, I was just honestly had to get him the ball. It was he was just taking over.
And that was against who? Who was that against?
The Berg.
The Berg.
Yeah, a really good team.
I mean, they're Division 4, but they're tough. I mean, and they won a state championship a couple years ago.
Right.
But these guys, like Tristan said, Tristan went nuts. He went crazy in the first half. Had 20.
Okay.
And then they play a different kind of zone, and they really try to spread out. And I think they really try to take Tristan away and our perimeter guys away.
Right.
What that did was kind of let these guys, and especially Josh, get to work, down low.
Right.
And he went to work. I tell you.
What zone were they running on you?
They do something different. They even call it an amoeba. Back Amoeba, like UNLV used to do it back in the old days with Jerry Tarkanian.
Talk to the coach.
And they are athletic. They're tough. They run it. They block shots. They go for steals. And we did a great job getting the ball inside to him, and he did a even better job finishing around the basket.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations, man. That's what's up. You always have those games when you win a championship. It's always those luck games, and it's always those games where you just, hey, man, we got this. Yeah. The basket look like the ocean. You know what I mean? Just throw it up, it's going to go in.
Especially in that game, and I think those St. Mary's games, I don't know what it is. Like you were saying, it's in the zone.
Yeah.
It's not quite that. It's a feeling. Like we were down 17, but I knew we can win this game. Like it wasn't over. And we were coming back. We were still down the fourth.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like worried. I was like, we have this game.
Absolutely.
Like we can do this.
Absolutely. It's kind of like, they can't check us. We just ain't making the shots right now.
Like it's gonna come.
Dropping.
Like,
they coming. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what's up, man. Congratulations, you guys, man. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Champions, man. Champions. Feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah, feels good.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. All right. So, anyone want to call in, like ask more questions for our guests? It's 508-222-1320. That's 508-222-1320. I wanted to ask you, Josh. You had a 50-point performance against Burke and a 34-point game against St. Mary's. I want to know, did you have a confidence boost, almost like you were like pumped up?
Yeah, I definitely did, especially when like during halftime, like I knew that what I was doing was working and I could just keep doing it. And I also had a 44-point game. Who was that again?
Against Weymouth.
Weymouth. Yeah.
Wow.
44.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at halftime when I'm there and I know what I'm doing is working, and I know if they do something, like if they collapse the defense on me, I'm going to have Tristan open. It's just a huge confidence boost. And then the next game, I try not to think about it, though. Like, I try to think, like, I had a really good game last game, but all that means is that they're going to be coming at me harder. So I can't be selfish and go to try to shoot every shot, because that's just going to hurt the team. So I try to forget about it after. I mean, after the game that night, I'm in the moment. I'm like, yeah, it was a great game. That was awesome. Then next practice, next day, I'm trying to, like, all right, now I have to keep working so I can have another game like that. I can't just be like, yeah, all right, I'm like that. I can shoot every shot, because it's not going to work if I do that.
All right, so we are going to take our second break. You are listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk on 1320 AM WARA. We are continuing highlighting the Archbishop Williams 2023 state champion boys basketball team. We'll be right back with more right after these messages.
That's so cool.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. We are continuing highlighting the 2023 state champion boys basketball team of Archbishop Williams. All right, so we got any more questions, Antron?
Yeah, man, we can have a good conversation. We
Oh,
can talk all day, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I got questions and I got conversations. You guys got anything to say?
Sure. Who is your inspiration as far as basketball players go, like pro players?
I'd say a hot take. I like Ben Simmons a lot.
Okay.
I like him. I don't know why. I think he's really good.
Yeah.
Plays the same way as like I do, kinda, but like just can't shoot as good. But
Is he Sixers?
nah, he's
No,
on
he's
the
on the
Nets.
Nets.
Wasn't he on the Sixers?
He was on
Yeah,
the
he was.
Sixers
Yeah,
and he
he
got
was.
traded.
They just traded him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was playing up his capability, man.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. He had a lot of potential.
Absolutely.
My favorite player and the first ever player that I knew was Russell Westbrook. So I think that explains a lot about my game. Yeah, whenever I was playing my brother in 2K, it's the only player I would use. I'd never pass the ball. Yeah, that was my favorite player. I just liked how, because that was in 2016.
Right, okay.
Like that was like when I was really a big fan of him, and he would just drive the hoop and just jump over everybody, and I loved watching that. So
Right.
I
You
tried
said
to
he
play
never
like that.
passed the ball. Is that what you said?
Nah, when I played as him in
Oh,
2K, I never.
I said, hold up.
Nah.
Everybody get 30s and
He
40s.
can pass. He can pass, yeah. He averaged like a triple double.
Right.
Every
Yeah,
basketball.
for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
My inspiration, my favorite player is KD, but my inspiration is Draymond Green because I like the way like he runs the Warriors. Like he doesn't score as much, but he plays really great defense. He passes, he gets rebounds, and like I'd say like I kind of try to model my game after him.
Right.
Like if I know Josh, Tristan, Juju, or Dre, I'll like kind of figure when they're having their games, and like I'll try to get them the ball the most.
Right. You get a lot of flack for that, like Draymond Green. I don't like Draymond Green. That's just me.
That's
But
fair enough.
I don't
Yeah.
like him, but I like him. You know what I mean?
I like him
Me
as
too.
I like him as a player.
Yeah.
Him and his personality. Like I don't
Right.
want to be doing what he does on the court, like
Yeah,
all those
yeah.
flagrants. I don't
Absolutely.
do that, but I do play hard and I like try to drive my team.
Right.
Well, my opinion about Draymond Green is like he plays dirty a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
But
Not
is it
like-
dirty? Is it really dirty? Or is it just hard?
just
yeah, he
fi-
plays
fi-
hard.
It was figuratively.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm on the same page, but I really don't know Draymond.
Right.
But his gameplay really says a lot about him, and I think he's a hard player,
Yeah.
man. And
Yeah.
I think if he's on your team, you'll love him.
you love
Yeah.
him.
If he's
Yeah,
not on your
but
team,
you
you
don't wanna
hate
play
him.
against
You know,
him.
One
Oh,
of those guys.
Yeah.
I would feel differently about Draymond if
He was on
he
your
was
team.
Right.
if he was
Yeah.
on
The Celtics.
Right.
We
Right.
love him, right?
Oh, we love that.
Kind of like what's
Smart.
smart
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
either
yeah.
play with LeBron, Cleveland. guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nobody likes him.
Oh,
now.
Tristan Thompson.
Nope.
Kyrie?
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Like him.
Oh,
Nobody likes
yeah.
He's
Kyrie.
very
Nope.
confident.
I lost
yeah.
respect for
Yeah.
Kyrie.
I think a lot of us in this room lost respect for Kyrie.
Yeah. You know. But-
Yeah, so I actually wanted to know what were your team rituals for the season?
Some of our team rituals, I'd say, just having pasta parties, like hanging out as much as possible, like as we can during the season, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd say like team dinners with the team. I think that was a really fun thing we did, and that was just brought us together as a team. So, and we try to like lock in before games. Like we joke around, but then by halftime of JV, we try to like lock in and try to be serious. And some kids would struggle a lot, like a lot every game. But yeah, we just try to lock in, and I think that helped a lot too, to starting off games strong.
Yeah, I think like we like went to our teammate Saul's house. We'd always just go in his basement, eat pizza, pasta, all that stuff. I think for one of the last ones, it was like what, wings and pizza, something
Yeah,
like that.
crumble cookies.
Yeah, crumble cookies.
Oh,
So yeah, I'd say that was one of my favorites. But another favorite was definitely like locking in before games. Like we all like listen on our headphones sometimes. I don't like listening to music. I like just looking out the window. So it's probably between the two, it's probably Saul's house.
Yeah, so we actually have a caller. Hello, you are next to appear on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking to Mercedes Garcia. I am Lorenzo's mom.
Lorenzo's mom. Do you have any questions for the team?
No, that's my aunt.
Oh, your aunt.
Auntie.
Yes.
Do you have
I
any
have a
questions?
question. I wanted to know, what was that feeling like to win that championship for these guys?
Honestly, it was crazy. Like, after all the hard work and dedication that we put into the season, and to do it with these guys and, like, really give back to the seniors for what they've done to us, like, as giving them a state championship, and, like, it's, like, it just feels really good. Like, especially with the guys that, like, you love, like, your brothers, you get closer with them each day. Like, I don't know. It just felt amazing, honestly.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was actually unbelievable when we won the game. I was so into the game that I didn't realize we won when we won. I got the rebound because I hadn't been looking at the clock because it was a long possession of them missing shots and then keep getting the rebound. Then there was a block and then the shot again. And I got the rebound and I went to go pass it to Lorenzo and he was running away and like with his hands up. And I'm like, what is he doing? And I passed the ball and it was going out of bounds and I was like panicking. I was like, no way, we just turned over the ball. And then the buzzer went off and we won. And I was just like, what? Because I hadn't been looking at the clock for like 30 seconds. But yeah, and then it just felt great. It was. And I realized why Lorenzo was running away. Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, what's going on? And then we won, and it was a fantastic feeling.
Yeah, it was a great feeling. We, like Josh said, like he passed me the ball and I just jumped up in the air because I knew we won. It was probably easily the best moment of my life.
Yeah, I mean, just watching these guys celebrate was just, to me, incredible. And you know, we had probably 3 celebrations: the quarterfinal game where we came back and we won, and then beating Spelman at the buzzer. To what? I mean, I just, you know, people are like, oh, you remain so calm and cool after the game. Like, I just wanted to watch my guys celebrate because they deserved every second of it. And then finally, you know, again, winning the state championship and watching their celebration, or watching them, you know, go into the stands and be with our fans and our administration was something that, you know, I'm sure they'll cherish forever, and something I'll never forget.
Awesome. I just want to say congratulations again to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
All right.
That's awesome.
So I thought we had like another call, but I think I accidentally like cut the call. Oh well.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they'll call back. So my next question for you guys is, who would you say is your biggest motivation?
My biggest motivation, I honestly, this year, I would have said my seniors, because they kept me going every single day. The captains did a great job. Jack, Lorenzo, and Josh all kept us going. Even Coach, he would motivate us through the season, make sure we were ready every single game, every single practice to get ready and get working.
Yeah, I'd say I had a lot of motivation between AAU coaches, Coach Holden, my teammates, my friends, family. My brother would always talk to me before games. My friends would text me before games, like, lock in, you got this, bro. Especially before the championship games and all the playoff games. I just had a lot of motivation and a lot of people behind me. And I think that helped a lot, too. I think that helped everyone, because everyone had motivation and everyone wanted to win. And they had reasons to win, people to win for. So I think that helped us all.
I also had a lot of motivation, like whether it be from my father, me wanting just to play basketball, friends and family. Like, I think my biggest motivation was, like, I want to try as hard as I can so I could play college basketball. I think that was a big motivation for me. Coach Holden, at every practice, we had a game plan. We stuck to it, and we got us where we needed to be.
All right, so we actually have another call. Hello, caller. You're next to appear on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Jen, Evelyn, and Juliet.
Hi, do you have any questions for our guests?
Yes, we do. We were wondering what life lessons basketball has taught you.
Honestly, some life lessons it's taught me is to always be prepared and always be ready for somebody to come, like, want to, like, beat you in, like, beat you in the sport and, like, want to beat, like, have, like, drive to beat you and stuff like that.
One really big life lessons basketball has taught me is to not get down on yourself, even when stuff's not going your way. And just because you had like one bad streak, like in basketball, whether it be shots or like turnovers or something, it's not over, and you don't have to get down on yourself because then it'll continue to be bad. So I feel like that helped with my mindset in life to just like not get down on myself and not let one thing ruin my day just because something went wrong, and to just keep pushing forward.
I would say teamwork. Teamwork and leadership is probably something that I've learned a lot from basketball. You know, trying to get to know, like, maybe like if you're in an office setting, getting to know your coworkers, seeing what like helps them have like a better day, like kind of like me on the court, like what makes like my teammate have a better game, like what can I do for my teammates to have a good game. Leadership as well. I was a captain for both football and basketball this season, and I think it's gone like it's just taught me a lot, like how to get to read the room, yeah, and get to know the people around you.
Do you have any more questions?
Oh, yes, one more question. How your mother has influenced your basketball career?
Just to push me more and more, honestly, like to go every single day, like wake up, like get to work and stuff like that.
My mom's done tons for my basketball career. She's driven me into every practice, every game, AAU games. We travel across the country, and she's always there, videotaping, sending it to family. And she's a huge motivation for me to play in college. And she's got me tons of connections for AAU because she knows tons of people. So she's been a great help for my basketball career.
My mom, there's a lot about my mom. For basketball, she's always at every games. All the fans can hear her. Everyone can hear her. She's gonna be screaming out defense. She's gonna be coaching us up from the stands. Whether that just be high school, even with just my friends, like playing outside in the garage. In the driveway. Like she'll always just be yelling out, "Play defense, get your hands up." So my mom, and she's learned a lot of basketball through the years. So now her terminology is like real. It's like kind of having an assistant coach in the stands.
Do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay, thank you for the call.
Thank you. And if we can just give a shout out to Josh Campbell from Evelyn Bogan.
Oh, they want to give you a shout out, Josh.
Thank you.
He says thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Shout out to Josh. Go ahead.
All right, we actually have to take our last break.
Okay.
So when we come back, Justin and Caleb will read the winners of baseball and softball. We'll be right back with more right after these messages.
Everyone shows up.
Yeah, it was a
Hey,
fortunate thing.
hey everyone, and welcome back to 4 Deep Sports Talk here at 1320 AM WARA. Before we continue highlighting our 2023 champion Archbishop Williams boys basketball team, Justin and Caleb will read the winners from Friday night.
Okay, so Caleb here, covering softball's past week wins. From the Bay State Division, Weymouth and Bishop Feenan. From Cape and Islands, Monomoy and Dennis Yarmouth. From Catholic Central, Bishop Fenwick, Arlington Catholic, and Archbishop Williams. From the Hockomock League, Taunton, North Attleboro, Foxborough, Stoughton, and Oliver Ames. From the Patriot League, Silver Lake, Weymouth, Hingham, and Norwell. From the South Coast League, Joseph Case and Dighton Rehoboth. From the South Shore, Abington. From the Southeast, Latin Academy. Last but not least, from Tri-Valley, Bellingham, and Holliston.
Okay, for baseball in Capes and Islands, Sandwich and Monomoy at 4:30 today. Nauset versus Dennis Yarmouth at 4 today. Rising Tide Charter versus Sturgis West. In Catholic Central, Bishop Stang and Shawseen. In Hockomock, Franklin, Mansfield, Milford, and Canton. In Mayflower at 3:30 today, Norfolk Aggie versus South Shore Voc Tech. In Patriot, Latin Academy. In South Coast, Fairhaven and Seekonk at 3:45, Wareham versus Dighton Rehoboth. In South Shore, East Bridgewater, Cohasset, and Mashpee. In Southeastern at 6 p.m., Dartmouth versus New Bedford. And in Tri-Valley, Holliston, Norwood, and Norton.
All right, awesome job. So that is the winners of baseball and softball from Friday night. All right, so my last question for you guys is, so you guys mentioned your favorite NBA players, Ben Simmons, who else? Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Are they your favorite NBA players, and why would you say that they're your favorite? Like, what do you like about their games?
I like how Ben Simmons is like a big guard. Like I like how he's like a 7 point guard. Like you don't really see that a lot besides like Magic Johnson and stuff. So like I just really thought that was cool.
I like how Westbrook is just super high energy, especially in his prime. You just get the crowd super hype on like a really like rough dunk, and I like how he just drove at people no matter who was in the paint and would just jump over him. Like he wasn't scared of everybody or anybody.
Well, about KD, we kind of have similar builds in a sense. I mean, he's 7 foot something, but we both are pretty long. I just like the way his ball handle, his ability, cross, get to the elbow. Like he can just get to his spots and get his shot up anytime he wants.
What about you, Coach? Do you have a favorite NBA player?
I mean, I grew up in the '80s, right? So Larry Bird. I mean, it's just I'm a Boston guy. It's a natural fit. You grow up around basketball, and honestly, I curse him sometimes because, I think I fell in love with basketball and stopped playing baseball because of Larry a little. But, winning those championships and him and McHale and all those guys was he was he's definitely my favorite player.
You like a pitcher yourself, Coach. Were you a pitcher?
Pitcher, shortstop.
I see it.
I think I would end up at first base.
That's where I was.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
base,
All right, so we have like about 4 minutes left before we have to go. So I wanted to ask, like, if you guys could like give like shout outs to your like family, friends, or whoever.
Shout out to my sister and my dad for both helping me out every day, getting me everywhere for basketball and stuff. Honestly, a big help.
Yeah, shout out to my mom for driving me everywhere and my brother for being big support.
Shout out to my mom and dad. They usually, if they're both not at the game, one of them's at the game, driving me around all these years. And shout out my little sister, because when she's in the stands, I know I play a little better when she's there. Also, shout out the rest of our team that's not here. I'll name them all. Saul, Conroy, B. Foss, Juju, Charlie, Dre, Fullen, Swib, Seth. I said Conroy.
Yeah.
Sean Conroy.
Don't forget anybody now.
We got the roster. Nate Pelton. Coach Bloomer.
Yeah.
Coach Curley.
Oh, and the rest of the team on the roster, who's
Yeah, they're all there.
all right.
Can't blame it. Don't blame it on their heart. Don't blame it on their heart. They mean a lot. They mean well.
Yeah.
They get you. Blame it on them. I want to say shout out to Coach and shout out to the players Josh, Tristan, and Lorenzo. Man, hey, to your parents, you all have raised some wonderful young men. From what I see here, congratulations to you guys, man, and to your further endeavors of what's going on. I want to know what Coach think of these three young men sitting here that I'm looking at, that's becoming men in their lives. One word that you could characterize these two young men as. One word.
I want to say fortunate, because I'm fortunate that I met them. I'm fortunate that I was lucky enough to coach all of them. Not one of them started out at Archie's, and they all transferred in. So I'm very lucky. But the position I'm in, being at Archie's is the fact that I'm able to coach really good kids. So, but again, for me, they're just great kids.
Great kids.
All right, so we have another phone call. Hello, caller. You are next to appear on 4 Sports Talk. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Wayman. I'm a friend of Josh Campbell's.
All right. Do you have?
I've been around Josh since before he was born. I just want to know what is his biggest influence growing up. Who was his biggest influence?
Who was your biggest influence growing up, Josh?
My biggest influence for basketball, I think, was my brother Devin, because I didn't know what basketball was until my brother Devin was playing outside. So I think he was definitely my biggest influence there. And he also influenced me playing football, because I always followed him, and if he thought something was cool, I was going to be playing it. So when I would go outside and I'd play against Devin, and he would absolutely destroy me because he's 3 years older than me, I think that made me a better basketball player when I played against kids my age. So I think not only was he a big influence, but he was a big reason why I'm good at basketball and I'm competitive, because he wouldn't take it easy on me just because I'm his younger brother, and I don't think I've ever beat him to this day. But that's only because he won't play me anymore, because he knows I'll win.
You win, yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah.
Hey, do you have any other questions?
Josh. Now, I'm so proud of you, Josh. You've come a long way. I hope, the sky's the limit with you, man. Just put God first, and you got a great support system around you. Love you, man.
Thank you. That means a lot.
No problem.
And do you have any more questions?
Nah, that's it. I just want to know. I knew who his biggest influence. I just wanted to see if he was going to say his brother. Because I remember when they used to go at it and his brother would give him the business. And then years later, he shoots up from 5-something to 6-something. And I'm sure Devin don't want to play basketball with him no more.
All right. So thank you for the call, and have a good day.
You too.
All right. So we actually have to get off the air. So you are listening to WARA 1320 AM, 4 Deep Sports Talk with Catherine Conley, aka KC, with Justin Ferreira, Caleb Tremblay, and Antron Peebles, and the rest of the 4 Deep Sports Talk crew. We will see you next time, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.